Good evening, everyone. I want to begin with something very simple today. Have you ever felt tired even after sleeping for hours? Not physically tired, but mentally tired, emotionally tired. The kind of tiredness where your mind keeps running even when your body is resting. I think many of us are living like that these days. Agree or not? We're constantly trying to fix everything at once: our careers, emotions, relationships, future plans, unfinished goals, insecurities, expectations. So, somewhere in between all of this, we forget that healing is not a race. And honestly, I learned this lesson unexpectedly while traveling. A few months ago, I visited one of those old cultural streets I had only seen earlier through virtual trips and photographs online. So you know the kind of place I mean: narrow lanes filled with handmade crafts, old bookstores, street food, faded walls carrying history, tiny cafes hidden in corners, and local artists quietly creating beauty in the middle of ordinary life. Before visiting, I thought it would just be another short trip, a small break from work. But sometimes places heal you in ways people cannot. At that time, my schedule had become overwhelming. Work, deadlines, constant screen time, responsibilities, and the pressure to always stay productive had quietly exhausted me. So even during free time, my brain refused to slow down. I would sit with my phone, answer emails, think about pending tasks, and somehow feel guilty for resting. And I know many people here probably relate to this. Agree or not? You can share your comments. So we have normalized burnout so much that resting feels unproductive. But during that trip, something shifted. Believe it or not. I remember sitting near an old market area one evening and the sun was slowly setting behind ancient buildings. Shopkeepers were arranging handmade items outside their stores. A child was laughing while chasing pigeons. Somewhere nearby, soft music was playing from a tiny cafe. And for the first time in a very long while, I was not rushing. I was simply existing. No deadlines, no pressure to immediately become better. No need to solve every emotional problem overnight. Just one quiet evening. And honestly, that moment taught me something important. You do not need to fix everything at once. Sometimes healing begins when you stop forcing yourself to heal quickly. And you know what? What interesting thing happened? That travel does not teach only escapism, it also started teaching me that to us that not every journey changes your life dramatically. Sometimes it simply gives your mind permission to breathe again. And I think that is why certain places stay with us forever. Not because they were luxurious or famous, but because they gave us emotional space. So when we travel, even briefly, we step outside our routines, we interrupt the noise, we stop staring at the same wall, the same schedules, the same stress patterns every single day, and suddenly we notice small things again. The sound of rain on old streets, the smell of tea from roadside stalls, the comfort of walking without checking the time constantly, and the beauty of strangers living slowly. These small moments may seem ordinary, but they quietly repair something inside us. Did you know that? So, I also realized that healing is deeply connected to patience. Nature never blooms overnight. Old cities are not beautiful because they are perfect. They are beautiful because they carry time gracefully. Cracked walls, faded colors, old doors, they all survive through years, storms, and change. Maybe humans are not very different. Because maybe our emotional scars do not always need to disappear immediately. Maybe some parts of us simply need time, gentleness, and space. And this is something I wish more people understood. Like taking a break is not weakness, pausing is not failure, traveling for peace is not escapism. Sometimes leaving your routine for a while helps you return to yourself. And sometimes sitting quietly in a new place teaches you more than constantly pushing yourself in the same environment. I remember during that trip, I stopped checking my phone every few minutes. I started observing people instead. An elderly man selling handmade lanterns, a woman painting outside a tiny shop, tourists taking photographs while local children ran through the streets laughing freely. So everyone seemed busy yet calm. And I wondered, when did life become so hurried for us? Why do we treat ourselves like unfinished projects all the time? And why do we believe we must constantly improve, constantly achieve, constantly prove something? What if healing is not about becoming a completely different person? What if healing is simply learning how to breathe peacefully again? So that trip did not magically solve all my problems. My work still existed when I returned. Responsibilities were still waiting, life was still complicated. But something inside me had become softer, lighter, more patient with itself. And honestly, that is enough sometimes. We often underestimate small emotional recoveries because they are quiet. But quiet healing is still healing, like a peaceful walk, a short journey, an evening without anxiety, a conversation with yourself, a moment of stillness in a beautiful place. And you know what? These things matter. So today, I just want to remind everyone here, including myself, that you do not have to carry that weight of fixing your entire life overnight. You can take breaks, travel when you can, visit places that make you feel calm, even briefly. You can watch sunsets without multitasking. Sit in old streets, explore unfamiliar places, drink tea slowly, let your mind rest. Because sometimes healing does not arrive through grand solutions. Sometimes it arrives quietly. Through a journey, a pause, a new landscape, or one peaceful evening that reminds you that life is allowed to move slowly too. So you can share your comments if you like this video and keep subscribing it, keep sharing your comments and keep liking it. Thank you.